Okay, hi everybody, it's Professional High Priestess. Sorry about that. Um, I just wanted to go ahead and do a proof of chaos report. Just excuse me. I just wanted to be like special and like, oh, by the time I'm done talking, my pasta will be ready. Now let's see how many holes in space want to play games with water, or we can play with the time loop. Yeah, let's go see. There you go, High Priestess. Now you got that hole. Okay. Now, this is going to be very special. So, remains a beloved teacher. Oh, look at Newsbreak. Remains a beloved teacher missing since July found. After talk of Ethiopia herb, I know who this is. Yeah, and playing with Nugrufum. Yeah, after starting Kwayam. All in her. Now gone. Good. Now let there be peace. Is there peace now? Or should we keep going with Duan? Yeah, yeah. Whoa! Let me know. Starting too much shit. This lady died. It's not this one, it's another one. They're both in Maryland though. Look at it. They both died in the same area, and that's why they may have the same serial killer or whatever. They do. They know each other too. They were playing games of board, like, oh, we can do magic for you and da 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 da. A few candles, and that's how they caught her because they went in that other lady's phone and saw what she was doing with ear clankle surgeries. But it's that lady Miriam Tori, Ethiopia. She wants to go play with Herb and playing games with Sabrina because something happened. That lady was alive up until a few days ago because something came out with Sabrina Dihowry. I don't call her because she kidnapped that man. She went to go play in Escott and she got so Idris Elba has a daughter. When you are like from Zorzai, they say and they eat it. They think, oh, that's how you get spiritual powers, and now I'm attached to you and stuff like that. They've done it to most of you guys. Some of you guys like sitting in jail, so that's how I got caught up, or is that how this got started? They just eat your umbilical cord, and then they put you in jail on purpose, and they start a bunch of bullshit to make it seem like, oh, you're not a high priest, and you didn't do this, and you didn't do that, you didn't fight warfare, and da 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 da. But why the fuck would you sit me in jail and then say that I won't have like a good life spiritually, or that I'll get put off my planets, or my akasha will be sullied? It doesn't work like that. Right. So then they go play with magic like, oh, look at the pale one. He got you on birthing, but we don't know that. That's the stupid, goofy shit that these calico hosts have started. And that's okay because it's breaking and it's over. That's done. So let me just show you. What ended up happening was Sabrina Dihowry went to go play games with Idris Elba. So when I exposed the fact that she went to one of their three houses and said, oh, they had like three properties. Like Sabrina had a little condo, and then Idris Elba had a house, and then his old place. So he knows exactly when she traveled over there, and it's going to connect to the timeline because they're about to charge you for what got started in Brixton. It really went out of control, but he didn't do it. So what happened? Go tap his trap phone from like 20 years ago. Got into that phone, lit up all of fucking Brixton and Cambridge and Misham and Street them. Right, the part of street them are like, oh, if it's just like cheap housing, but everyone knows it's still like lightweight Brixton. It's like this is the only way that street them is like after what they go do and playing Hanifi, having sex with their families and starting hella shit with ear clonkless. And happening here was eight hood niggas got killed. One of them was LMI's cousin, Georgia Smith. I don't know, but I want you to come over. She was playing games. Spanish tour in front of the whole hood. Look at this. I don't fuck with Georgia. I'm for the war. They played so many games in the UK. A lot of bitches got murdered. You really do not know. And that's where you get this female. She got clapped in the middle of the street. They straight smacked her in Brixton. I'm going to show you her page. I posted this on what's happening with Queen though, but no, look at this with UK. Why are you doing this? Because I recorded this. She's talking. I hear this in my house, and then the next day he said, okay, let me see how I can help you with this. And ever since then, Kirkwood has been quiet. Okay, so let me show you this. Okay, that's enough with this hood shit. Okay, good. Oh, let me see. Hopefully this stuff is boiling. Let's come back and find disappointment. Yeah. If I got like that shit down my hair, and then all this, and then I could. Okay. Thank you, baby. So let me show you this. Brixton woman killed. Good, 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 good. Yep, yep, her playing. Sorry, playing with Stephanie, playing with what's her name? What's that female's name? Right. Thank you, Leon. Okay, I see Daisy. Thank you. Playing games. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I have that from ASOS. And you've seen me wear this outfit because you were stalking me when I went like shopping at what's that place called? Lenox Mall. These bitches really, they really tried to like go out and like, oh, now I'm Daisy. Like, oh, she's being stalked in virtual reality. No one will ever know. Now I'm her. Bitches really went out with my name like, oh, I'm Daisy. They made a I'm Daisy, and it was hideous. I'm happy to be dark skinned. Don't play with me like that. Good. So now she got killed because they're playing games in the streets. So now what ended up happening? She got clapped too because she was playing with Sabrina and them on the phone, starting hella shit, looking for herbs, doing too much. So that's why that lady, Marianne, be in poverty, sister, come here. No, you deserve a better husband. Those women, they don't do sex work or nothing. They just sit there and they're white all day, and then they get handsome husbands because they know that they're too good to be in poverty. So if I'm still hungry today, that means God is like, oh, that you're from God, right? So those type of things, like if you say that from Ethiopia, like in their Higram language, nah Higram. It's like, oh, say like, hello, how are you? So because of that, and they saw that, Sabrina went in Ethiopia, slaughter. Her essence will be over here, and then he'll be glamored by me completely. And you want to go play like that, eating umbilical cord. And then I'm not going to expose too much information, but Auntie Elba, she decided not to go forward with a specific contract at that time to bring up, may not be for me right now. I will wait later until I can get, the Ten of Cups with the Surefire Hierophant, with the Emperor, who is now acting as a king of fucking wands. So when that happened, the High Priestess went and she did a Nine of Swords. Unfortunate, but now she's the Queen of Swords and an Empress. So after she went through that, Sabrina went into the laboratory to go get that umbilical cord and start a drama. So because look at how many screenshots on my phone just from today. I don't know, but I want you to come over. Look. Baksu, the Great Kit Kat heist, where they stole these people supply and production, and then they held their supply hostage. Why? Because Amari Gushan going around and stealing supplies. Where does chocolate come from? Spanish America or Africa? So after talking about apes and bitches and niggers, good. You got cut off from supply. So now everyone knows what all this is about, Dave. I need you to do one thing for me to prove that you're not an op. I need you to go on up my favorite ringtone. Hello, hello. He's a high priest. I'm not gonna talk about that. That's how you know me. Yes, I used to be fat. Whatever. I'm still ratchet. So, anyways, CEO Sparks speaks after major Solano County land purchase. Remember I talked about that? They bought like land and people are trying to figure out who did it and what's going on. This man is a fucking clone. This one is a clone. It's a lot going on, and part of this is cartel land too. That's the fight. So, anyways, ooh, I screenshotted this. Sky News breakfast. Over 100 schools asked to shut down over fears about the safety of facilities because the buildings are crumbling. Why? Because we want you to get out of here. So we're gonna go ahead and put something called Zero Vesco. That means it's just a racist until you guys get out of here. They want you out, like gone. It's the Jindo dogs doing it. They divinate on metals. So they're destroying everything until you leave, bitch. They want you gone. You don't need a school. Go stay home because they're gonna get captured anyways. Or you could just go be poisoned at home. Now we can go ahead and use those buildings. Who want those buildings? Good. We can turn it into schools, better housing facilities. What? Until you get the fuck out, they're gonna keep on shutting it down. Good. Bye. This one, ooh, I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. I'm not gonna really talk about that, but she watches my channel. The number one thing that you need to know is, you guys are under investigation for what you got started in DC and 3 other states, and your daughter's going to this school. I'm not gonna say the name. My mentor worked there. He died because you guys opened this place up. Yeah, and you guys are all under investigation for that. That's going very far. Him. I'm not gonna say his name. Okay. Yeah, he was. Thank you. Anyways, CBS New York correspondent dies just weeks after his colleague Elise Finch. Good, good, good. Seems like something's working. Sounds like ESP or sticking or digging people's kids and getting hit up by magic. Okay, so I mean, like, don't call the police and say this lady's doing rituals on a bunch of children the magic that we were doing and playing games with backfired because it was just a bunch of goofy bitches from space jealous of people. And they didn't tell us that they don't have any melanin and they were actually using the hands of children in space to work magic. Good. The last of them is old. One of them, the mom's a boss. One of them, she's birth. Oh, stars break the mold. Hey now, the game on, go play. Remember, I was singing that, and I was also singing "When Over." That's the time I fall in love. It's like that died too, and the other one, the main one, he died too. Red Hot Chili Peppers. The world I love, the trains I catch to be part of the wave can't stop. Ever wonder if it's all for you? And that's the only reason why they sat down. Like, okay, Queen, I see you like our music. And Modest Mouse, Float On, you're done for. And you want to know something? Hey Junior, hey Senior, hey Junior, Senior, both of you guys are done. All of them are done. One of them is Trapped at Burning Man, and I have to talk about that. Burning Man, when I say rain, 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 rain on me. We just talking about Ashanti. Why don't you just rain on me? Cause I don't want to live, I don't want to breathe, baby. Oh, you don't? Do you guys know that there's thousands of white people trapped at Burning Man and they're surrounded by the cartel on all sides? And they took their tractors and trailers and all that shit that they stole from the cartel and other people, and they're trapped at Burning Man because it flooded in Burning Man. It's gonna turn into a big ass slaughter line. I mean, you did it to the Indians' Trail of Tears. So, I mean, you can't do that in this day and age. People won't allow it. I'll just say that. You uploaded the whole entire community of black and brown people on the planet to virtual reality to stalk and harass us, and our children went missing in mass. Okay, just don't talk about what can be allowed and what's not allowed, because I will go ahead and take that whole essence and that intelligence, and I'll just put it on you. Right, the intelligence, like it's like the essence of, like the thought pattern of the energy of stalking and harassing people of color because of whatever reason, that's gonna get put on you. So you're stalking and harassing us because when first it was our skin color, then it really came out because Zorzai, right? And right, so why don't we just put that on you? And you just have a bunch of air clunkless getting clapped in the face with swords. Thank you, UK. So, anyways, now dead. The high priest is proud of me. The higher ups are watching. They like how you move. I've been watching since then. Thank you, high priest. And I'm just a priestess. I'm doing my motherfucking job. So, anyways, Chinese nationals posing as tourists have accessed U.S. military bases. You guys have to understand that the nigga doing this lives in my building. He lives in my building, and there's a few investigators that are not playing with that. And there's a video that he's about to play. He's not Chinese, it's a Martian. Playing games in this apartment with that white bitch that's won in the UK for art house and 4 murders. And this case with this lady, Cynthia, I believe, or Fiona, it's coming up again. And how they were playing with Julie Higgins, her sister, in Downing Street parties. Thank you. And all of this is coming up in my apartment. Okay, good. So, hey, yeah, catching all the STDs. Dylan Dennis, yeah, he just wants people to know, don't ever fucking text me or call me about anything. You're in your clunkla. He sent it to everybody. Yeah, she was like sending pictures of her pussy. It was a whole. He said, what do you have? Or do you have an STD or what's going on? Are you in her clunkla? Yeah, but she's supposed to be getting married to Logan Paul. But she's in clunkla anyway. She has mates the father. But he exposed the fuck out of her. Thank you so much, high priest. Because somebody called the police and said this air clunkla is real. She has no uterus. Look at that. You can see all the way inside of her pussy. And the earth, I see. He just said, I see. And he flashed my face and he said exactly what you're doing. I know who Queen is too. Now listen. Right, whoa, yeah, after talking about Herb, good. She deserved it. So now, good. So now you see why this lady went missing. Why Ethiopia community is on fire. Still missing. He went up soon. And they clapped this nigga too. Ooh, there's a lot going on in the media. This nigga got clapped. Yeah, I'm playing in San Francisco with somebody else's supply. Good. The Ethiopian community is not playing. Do they have their papers? They all do. They all got asylum too. And you can't kick them out the country after what you did in their country, because that's like a whole thing that's being rewritten right now behind the scenes. Suella, well, you can expose what the fuck you've been involved in now. Okay, trying to clean up Rakasha. It's like an international treaty about people not being able to get deported and stuff like that because you played in their country and started this with Iguana and Octopus Magic to bring us here. Oh, okay. You should open this place up and let people see that though. These white bitches, good. So now everyone knows about Eric Clankla and Cyborg. So now, South Carolina teacher killed by utility pole. We may or may not have been in the area and said, "Oh, she's a karmic," and that's one of those Hanifis, and just well, they may or may have not have known that she was fucking on her student, two of them, and fucking on her daddy, and gave one of them a gun that her daddy told her to give to them to play games in the hood. Yes, they may or may not know that I know the Harkless family, and they're watching this the whole time. So, who's Harkless? Samandria and Xavier. Well, that's what you get for starting hella shit. Well, I mean, how do you know everybody? I just feel like I know the right people because I'm not messy. That's true. With victim shot again, right? They got shot at the nightclub, then they followed them in the car to the hospital and they shot them again. Because one of them was playing with Sierra. One of them was playing with Sierra, they're playing with fentanyl. And that really backfired. Backfired. Don't ever play with me with magic like that ever a fucking again. Thank you. Yeah, because they heard what she did and they just started taking action. His friends was, oh, I didn't know that that was gonna happen. I'll leave you alone. No, you won't, bitch. You're next. Oh, I didn't know people were watching what I was doing. I'll leave Kevin alone. I'll just get a divorce and he can go be with his mate. I'll stop doing that magic on him. And then, like, I already knew that he was with men. I actually just, okay, I shouldn't have been doing that to him too. I just got mad because, okay. So you purposely put him in a chemical state for him to be involved in more chemical demons. And then you destroy what's left of them, the dark skinned Filipinos. And then what happened? Duarte's on your ass. I just need you to know that. Thank you. Duarte's on her ass. And that nonsense with the high priestess going missing in San Francisco and Matt Haney having her apartment, half of that was Sierra because she's related to Kevin's family. Thank you. They don't talk to people like that, the girl, because they were heavily attacked in the via disgusting and delusional bitch. Got rice? Got rice? No Larry. I know both Larrys. And yeah, his brother got shot at and he's gonna get jumped. Good. So this one right here, I told you that white Ibis Akasha, she working. They found her dead, pregnant in her trunk. Well, that's the high priestess. She's a rabbit. Well, show you right. Show you right. I'm gonna go to Disneyland and go run his mouth and run him up over there. Yeah, but he won't go to the black community and start some LGBTQ thing. And I'm actually tired of the racism. I never really understood what the swastika meant. But why going that way though? Listen, for all you neo-Nazis that want to clean up your Akasha, go play with these three people in out here, the Spanish that are playing games, and go take over the cartels. Well, there you go. And that's how you clean up your Akasha and get your hair back. Thank you. A woman 45 found shot decomposing in her Bronx apartment. Why is Bronx constantly in the news? What are you saying about my hood? Buck Elise is starting a bunch of idea, and you're playing in every hood and playing in Dominican Republic, and you're playing with Lucy O'Leary. The cartel hacked her phone, found out she was playing with the white Irklankla, and this Irklankla used to be friends with one of my family members that went to go play with my name. What she did was expose her ex, Nigerian female, that's Yoruba. Their family went to go hide in our community. She exposed the Bele. They're not Igbo. Their families went to go hide in the Igbo community during Biafra because of what they did to go and try to get asylum benefits. She exposed that. This lady was helping her playing with magic, and 6 Dominican women went missing that worked in Harvard, the kitchen. Went missing. She's dead. She was playing with Cardi, trying to set up the cartels. Oh, he lives in my building. Okay, man, bum rushing his apartment. Cyborgans living there now. The family came there. They snatched the lady into the apartment. She disappeared. She died. Yeah. So they killed her. Good. Robin. Rihanna donates huge order of supplies. Okay, I thought I was gonna have a daughter. I thought that, like, they said that if I have a daughter during Leo season, I could try to pull your car here and the child would be spiritual. So now you see why Robin's cousin got murdered. No one cares. It's not being investigated. Good. If they arrest anybody, right? Because the police are really getting caught up with quotas. They really it's like multi-level marketing. Like, oh, it's fun. Like, how many arrests can you make? How many calls can you pay? You only get 5,000. The police is going back to like the original structure. Patty rollers, the patrollers, not patrollers. You remember how that? You remember saying like, oh, you're free and you're this and you're that, and starting too much shit because you want to play with Emotep? Patty rollers. That's how the police originated. It's white vigilante groups looking for black and brown people that got free. We going back to 3/5 compromise. You 3/5 a human. That's only 2/5 a baby. Whoa, we going back to patty rollers. I think that's perfect. You thought it was gonna be slavery. Now who's getting hit up? Show you right. Show you right. So anyway, I don't want to hear. Thank you. So anyways, this dude went to go let people know, Robin, you got a bunch of shit here. Somebody got in his phone and went to go put it in the media. Yeah, 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 yeah. She don't want no pets, but I'm a dog. Yeah, yeah. And something coming out with Brandy and a video of her playing with somebody else's dog. Like, oh, she's not home, and I'm dog sitting and trying to get that dog to eat her out. And something's coming out. That lady has cameras in her house, just in case like her house gets run up in, and the dog is like secondary security. Yeah, I can see like a white pit like this. Thank you. Did you just hear that? ABC 13 catches tearful first meeting of a man who tracked down sibling after having a dream while fighting COVID. Oh, they're saying that he found his brother in the dream state while he like had COVID. Like, oh, it made me lucid, and then I had dreams about what? I met my brother through the dream machine, and we decided to meet in person. Yeah, he was once in Zorza. He fell off. He's trying to get back on. He's a part of that coalition of men dealing with. I just started anything, bitch. That's what you mean. No, they got better niggas over there. They're dealing with Castle. Nah, just stay right there. We have mates. He has some mate though. Lil Wayne dropped out of performing along 50 Cent after he got cussed for being a part of that gay shit and somebody dying in Atlanta. And hey, Wayne, what is this? You can't be at my concert because I knew dude. So you guys playing with sex rituals and drink this if you thirsty because he was looking for like a mixer that has Cheong in it because you're playing with Calamansi, playing with my fucking brand. Yeah, 50 Cent is going bad on people. He's a real Igbo man. That's what they do. They beat people up. They start a bunch of shit that's actually very legal and necessary. They'll whip you. Get on your knees. They'll call the community in. He's doing. You blink your next to get whippings. Anyways, family. This New York City teacher stabbed to death with her kids, and her baby daddy got killed because she switched one of these kids at birth. He's half white, half Filipino. She switched one of these kids at birth. He's half white and half Spanish. Because there's a lady that was. She's had 3 ear-clunkless surgeries, and they killed her baby daddy too. No. I think this is perfect. I think they doing their job. Oh, and they got a lot of guns. Ooh, they using knives. Well, ooh, I like the guns better. It's like that boom boom. Ooh, this pasta cooking fast. Hold on, sister. Ooh, it's almost ready. Okay. I don't know. I have a problem. I got a problem. Does EBT work in UK? Yeah, because somebody just went across the way and he's trying to figure out if the EBT works there. It won't. And not even cached. But you can go online, like you usually do on Amazon, and disrupt the whole system. It says the address is in UK, but it says Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so, well, actually, right, right. So let's keep on going. Just good. Oh, you guys are starting way too much shit, and this has something to do with that. What's that dude's name? Let me pull him up. He was in one of our rest in peace report, Proof of Chaos, because they were playing people's computer with lyrics, and they cut off his arms and sold him to the shit they did. Whoa. He successfully the BBL. He has an office and everything. Okay, I'm getting paid. Okay, who would have known? Yeah, and that's how you become an entrepreneur. Like, like there's different types of entrepreneurs. There's 2 types. It's the self-starter, meaning like this was like your craft. You like doing this as a hobby. You have like a skill, and then you turned it into like something that you monetized, right? And then you're a different type of entrepreneur where you like went to get like, oh, I have an interest in something, and like you went to go ahead and get like formal training and whatnot in order to go ahead and facilitate your craft. So let's keep going. Okay, right. I don't know, all the African aunties that just found out about my channel, they love it. They think it's perfect. They think I'm very professional, and how dare you start something like that? They're wondering why I'm not going in Dupi, and like in Igbo it's called like Izugukwazu, like Izuzunwangu. Izuzukwazu or Izuzuwangu, depending on if you're man or female. Izuzukwazu is like if you're a female, and then people are starting to make shit with you, like, oh, my baby daddy didn't come home, or oh, I caught him with the house girl. Or you can also go Zuguanu, like, oh, I'm a man that you disrespected me. How are you selling this meat at the market and my cow went missing? Right? So they're surprised that I'm not like starting more shit. But don't worry, Auntie. We're gonna have a gathering there when I come to the UK. And I'll be cooking jollof rice, but I'm a vegan, so just get ready for that. Okay. Can you cook? Auntie, I can make a bono. Okay, okay, okay. I can make open salad. I've seen. I'll try. That's enough. I like it with the roasted plantain, but even if boiled yam, okay, you're really evil. Thank you, Auntie. Yeah, the red stew, that's a family favorite. Yeah, you already know. Auntie, I don't eat meat, but if you want periwinkle, maybe I can show you where I can't be involved. So, anyways, it, so now what's happening here is everyone's dying because you're starting shit. Good. So they killed him because they are interrelated and you want to go give this to three niggas like, oh, my cousin makes music. You guys want to like make songs? Like, oh, where you get these beats at? Oh, he just made them. He wants to see who wants to get like signed to like a rap deal. And that's how he got killed. So good. So whoa! I just want to say first of all, yeah, I work with Hanifi, but I just think that's hilarious. I'm not really one. I didn't mate in the father or the mother. I think that's outrageous. I rather mate like this other thick bitch. I thought that was my mate, but I beat her up and I went to jail. But listen, Duchesne, Ashley, you're starting too many problems in the UK, and I'm getting out of jail. I'm already out. So now, yeah, I made it in the father, but they made me when I was a child. It's unfortunate. I heard I was switched at birth. Ebony, you're just gonna die if we don't get that money. So now, Queen, we're on your side. If you come to the UK, really nothing can happen. That's actually a better idea because now we know for a fact that something is real, and we know that a high priest can successfully finish his job. Anyways, I told on Duchesne. Duchesne told me to tell on Camel. I told things that Ashley did. And it's unfortunate. Camel's a high priest. I don't want to get shot at. So I think that we should stop playing that game. Saffron wasn't switched at birth. I'll stop playing in her ear. I thought that was my mate. Okay. Yeah. I just have to talk about this mating and the father. Please don't come near me if you've done those type of things. I want to go to Zorai. I believe that I'm Asiatic. He's actually Korean because going nonsense. Now you can become Japanese again, or you can go back to being Chinese. Oh, him? Yeah, he's full blown Korean. That's done for. He's shattered his DNA too many times. So now, right? So the Korean community has to like figure that out before we talk more about that. But Mousy, she's Korean, but she's the Korean that's like Japanese. Oh, yeah, you know the loud ones. Hey, hey, soldier, yeah. Woo. Oh, Red Lobster's closes its doors after 30 years because they got no more seafood because baby, they don't rob them. You didn't turn America into a trap house. Why? You gave hood niggas certain technologies. That's what you wanted. Right? Oh, this will keep them busy. It sure did. Just flipping the economy inside out. Now let's see. Homicide tracker. Bitch, please. So it said, whoa, North Carolina, stand up. Chris Brown, I want to say shout out to Chris Brown and baby. You know, I just have to say a few things. This has something to do with Bria, the former. She used to work at Google. Now she works at like some like defunct like gaming thing. She's looking for a job, but she doesn't really know how to code. So, anyways, because her job was spent like checking emails and starting shit like, oh, I did this and this and that, and you haven't written a lot of code in 7 months, but you like used the work credit card to like buy all these exorbitant meals. Oh, I just wanted to test this influencer like their food, and it costs like $150 to get like driven like 20, 30 miles across this. Okay, you're fired. Ooh. Yeah, because her job is about to file a lawsuit against her for what they got started. It's her and Google for Entrepreneurs in North Carolina. They are playing with Jermaine, and Jermaine just found out three of his people act because of that Gullah Geechee, that little girl from the Gullah Geechee. And they murdered that little girl. And then Jermaine went to go send the teeth to the house, like, oh, don't look for her. Because they cremated her body. Yeah, and then he ate the like ashes, like, oh, I have spiritual powers now. So let's go. And then this is because Gucci man found out you try to feed him blood, and then your daddy was a honeybee. You hoes just. Where's Charmaine? Parents whose baby died say they were bullied under review NHS trust. The baby got put into foster care because they specifically did that. Now, one of the things, yeah, you should have just been working and not been trying to like get a baby out of this nigga. But anyways, well, now you guys know how to do the game differently. They're gonna get some money because it's out of control. But remember what we've been talking about these parents and they're targeting all these babies like, oh, she just thought like, oh, he's an iguana, we can play like that. So I just wanted to get a new uterus, and I thought that if we played with the baby, like they said, it will get spiritual powers, and then black men will date us again because none of them are paying us attention. Why don't you go date white men? It's not fun. They have sex with their moms, and then they want to beat us up, which is going to come out in this lady's story, and she's just sitting here waiting for her story to get told. Have four surgeries. It's not really what you think it is. Don't get involved. Just go get a man. Talk to Queen, and you can get your yoni back. Actually, then I'm gonna help you grow your uterus and your cervix and everything. Because she told on her whole family. Good. So yeah, and there's three other ones of you guys that are gonna get your of children, and they know that. Good. So do we want to keep talking about Charmaine and her baby, or do you want to bring this up in court? Because they're bringing up 8 other cases. Thank you, because they're watching my channel and putting this in the news. Okay, hey, they're really watching your channel and they're really like helping people. They are not playing with you, bitch. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna get murdered. You're gonna get clapped the fuck out and cut the fuck up. I've ordered it. This girl, this is what she is. She's in a ditch. They showed you her body. You just didn't want to believe it was her. Good. It's like holes in Dubai. They just wanted you guys to know this man died because he stole hella textiles and fashion designs from the cartel and other black and brown influencers that went to fashion school, or fashion was their trade because they learned how to sew from their grandma when they go to the local thrift mart or even the Goodwill in the South. So we learned how to sew our clothes. I know Imhotep, she taught us how to sew. Thank you, sister. Show you right, sister. Whoa. I'm telling you, it's going to be a long road for these motherfuckers, and God ain't on it. And God ain't leading them on it. And it's covered with hot coals and baby, whoa. So now let's keep on going. Good. He didn't inject testosterone. He was playing with that dream machine. Good. And he got murdered. Woman dies after being zip tied and beaten during Harwood Heights carjacking because I kept on calling the police on public housing, and I knew that they didn't have Section 8, but the landowner died. So they was getting kicked out their house, and they should have just stayed there because they had squatters' rights. I shouldn't have done that. We could have all came up in Detroit and Chicago, so they killed me because I was starting too much shit. Yeah, I know, Hanifi. I wasn't maiden in the son or the father. Whoa, baby, that's explosive. I was starting too much. Now I had one firefighter that got killed, and he was setting people's houses on. I want something older. So I was fucking with some other nigga down the way that created K-Rock and KTS beef. Now, he had good dick, but he still wanted to pimp little hoes, so whatever. I had one of them killed. She's friends with India. That's how it got started. Ooh. So you think that this is like how you get spiritual powers, uploading somebody that's spiritual to virtual reality and spying on them all day and shit? And like crime, because like, oh, that's a powerful story, but you're hearing nonsense from like some rat bitch that's putting chemicals on you, and you think that you're like getting spiritual and like going to church. And you're uploading Sarah Jakes Thomas while she's like doing sermons and like playing with her. Thank you. Show you right. Well, she's done for. Pilot crashes and dies during gender reveal. Good. I told you that white Ibis, she doesn't want to hear in Sinaloa, Mexico. Yeah, he's still laughing like you should have just pointed to that fucking plane like right there. Speaking of babies, Anta, I have to talk because the cartel is online. Yeah, how Anna got Chiang? Anna was fed Chiang because her dad's up in the cartel. She didn't know how far it went. Oh, okay. Remember this. 5 people watching. There's 3 of us right here. YouTube is editing this in real time, but it's okay. Because once you like go offline, it shows how many people are watching. Hi, Clementine with the Panda Daisy. Some bitch got her ass whooped in my hood playing with my daughter. I'm looking for my daughter. She doesn't look. Daisy, I trust you and I believe in you. Clementine, God has a plan for everybody. At the end of the day, we still made it to freedom, right? So yeah, yeah, Anna, yeah, Anna, here, because her dad plays with the whites in the cartel. That's how Anna got big. But Anna doesn't make enough for monetization, so everyone's like wondering, like, you only make this much because they have her bank account tapped in her phone. So everyone found out, everyone got demonetized, like on YouTube. So they destroyed everyone's monetization because YouTube has no money anyways, and then hella people got demonetized because they were playing with my account. Good. And something's gonna come out with some dude like wearing some like Marsha from Scooby Doo. That one dude that like dresses like her. Something's gonna come out about him being a clone, molesting hella children, and having like 8 restraining orders on him, and like really not being able to live anywhere. And that's him that lives here. That is him. Get him out of the building now. You really have no idea. He lives in the building, who he really is online. He wears like a disguise, and they really go in on him because he's really disgusting. For those of you guys who know Travis Ariza, he's who created Travis in Space. Get him out of that building. Thank you. And that's all I needed to say. Thank you. So, thank you. But that's what you created. White men trying to turn my brain and pieces of my hair into a classroom to force me to code. If you scream and call her a bitch and an ape and a nigger enough, then she'll be coding for you. Right. Yeah, they try to neurally program black people by doing that to us. Like, oh, you will then bow to whites. You can get shot in your face and your daughter can get kidnapped and trafficked again because she's hoeing for us in the hood. Looking for their daughters, they're out in the hood like hoeing. Good. Good. Making back all the money that they stole with overlays and shit like that. The cartel got a few holes in Mexico. Oh, the white one? De la Loches. Yeah, give him Pequite and Hornitos and watch it get ratchet. So anyways, big change ahead for our family. We bought land. How did you buy land? I know you don't make that much money. And the bank is already looking like this may not go through because the police already contacted us about the escrow deal. Because first of all, you don't have your license anymore because of what you did with the cartel, switching and doing sales and deals for pennies on the dollar when they didn't know or when they were in the hospital after Chiang. And second, Anna and her bank account and her being in like 18 police reports. Because Anna's very delusional. I just feel bad. I have a child by you. Maybe we'll try. He's like one of those black men. Like, I just want to say that I like a woman of color. I don't want people to think like, oh, I left you and then I started dating other bitches and I didn't support you. I tried. I like went through full gambit with you, Anna. So now that I'm finding this out, I can fully get a divorce. You find out I'm gonna go over there after you started hella shit and you try to play in Escott with her eggs because you found out about Escott and went to go play it with the doctor, trying to get like in vitro with her like eggs. Like, okay, fall in love with me again then. Just stop feeding me pure blood and nonsense. And every time you do that, I get sick and just go to my mom and she feeds me this and says, Aunt, just leave that. But I don't want to leave Anna. I want people to know fully that I didn't do anything because of my image online. I don't want my life ruined like some of these other men influencers, like the Harrises. You guys know that one high priest in Texas with his wife that's mama starting shit? Both of those kids are not his. He knows that. Yeah, he watches my channel now because he found out about something. What are you doing in Brockton? And what are you doing playing with Ruben? And what are you doing playing with these police officers dying in Texas? Ooh. Whoa. High priest. He's a high priest. Yeah. So you have to talk about that, Anna, where you got money for that land. Yeah. You really don't know what you guys started with that verse. Everyone's being checked 3, 4, 5, 6 times over. That was the whole sting operation. You didn't even know that. Oh, okay. Hey, Daisy, I won't play with you. Hey, if you don't get paid, I'm gonna die. See now, thank you. I told you it's gonna come from somebody's head. Just you saw what happened with Burrow Cartel. Hey, yeah. She's gonna die. She will. Because they were setting people up. We should have known better when we saw Stanger. Like, not done this. We just got jealous because of Leon. Like, how dare you have a man after what we did? Imagine how mentally ill you are, and you went to go force a baby on ad to make it seem like I'm happy I have a mate, and everyone knows you're mentally ill and obsessed with the phone. So, gay cruising connection. Early morning shooting in Philly. So I talked about Pequite Warriorhood, where they go and they glamour hood men, and then, oh, your father has a cartel? Well, not anymore, because they'll see his son is a disgrace. The same thing that Al-Haftua, the anti-Haftua Abu Ghraib group does. They go and they kidnap men, they sexually assault them, record it, then give it to the masjid, and then the imam come into the family. Hello? I'm not here to eat. Yeah, thank you. I'm here to talk about God. And you're playing in masjid. So now in Djibouti, you sisters are not done yet. In man, you in Sacramento, I know your hand. There's a few people watching you, including Mariam. Whoa, you don't know, we got sisters out here. Everyone's been watching because I disappeared from online. And then when they saw Stay in Your Lane and on my channel, they said, what the fuck did you do to Daisy? And then everyone started going under. Until Daisy get paid, this is going to keep on going. So everyone's going to war with you. So you think that you're going to play in UK? Somebody's waiting for you. The minute I see anything in Martha's phone about you or the UK or playing with Leon, anybody, because they have everyone's phone tapped, everyone from that. You're getting stabbed in your face. Thank you. He just wanted to say it so you know how she's gonna die. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares, I promise you. Nobody cares. The cartels that you hired, they don't care either because they found out you set them up. Oh, it's about Iran Contra. Yeah, they kidnapped my grandmother, and that's why my family's abnormal because we got shifted all around living with different people. So you did that? You're the one that did all that? You started this suavecito. Now people having children out of this stuff and you're switching children at birth and playing with Inca? Woo. Jai, 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 japaya. That's like a war cry. It's Chia Feliciano. What's that song called? I think Aya Porca Se Fin. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Ay, ay, mesera. I don't know what the name of that song is, but it's like a straight war song. It's like after Trujillo, like in 1972, when somebody came in being messy, playing with everyone's coca. Oh, so you want to play Trujillo too? We'll help you. And all of Fania All Stars, they had money. So like Cumbia Kings, Fania All Stars, all of them, they had money with Wes Montgomery. Wes Montgomery. He's a black bossa nova composer. Daisy, you were are starting so much. You just started so much. You have to talk about Harry Belafonte because I beat his ass. I have to talk about Harry Belafonte because that nigga was very messy. Come up again. You're playing with Pequite. You're going into the cartel. You're targeting their sons, the most hoodest of niggas that handle business, like gully shit. All of a sudden, they're sitting on the streets, twacked out, or they're like in jail, or they're dating white women. Like, no. Or they're gay now. I don't know, Dad. I don't know. I don't need skinny jeans, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Why are you testing me? Like, yeah, like going crazy like that. They tried that with Joshua Encarnacion. Yeah. I went to Philly and I saw High Priest. He was still fitted, wearing his like. I was like, okay, still fitted in your Jordans and everything. You're sleeping in the rain. Hey, who's glamoring these niggas? Because they did it to Raphael from 84th. How do you know Raphael from 84th? Because I used to fuck on Raphael. How do you know all these hood niggas? You know Bugsy, you know Buddha, you know Raphael. Hey, turn this shit off. Right. So then, right. So then, what ended up happening was you went to go play games. And you're saying, oh, we're going to keep on glamoring these niggas and starting shit. And guess what? Now we have space holes. They will go ahead and play in the laboratory and they're more scientific. All they're doing is taking a child's hand and putting like a specific speech that's the shape. Oh, there's speech is an octagon and this one, see if we can get the octopus to just make it seem like these two shapes match and then bind this speech to that chemical. Because you know that you guys have seen me draw the geometry, but you guys know that that's also in chemistry. There's one that you can use and one you can't use. Why you go play with that? They can't use it. I'm the only one that can activate that. So you can go in the computer and get the geometric form or the spiral form of the chemical and play like that. But last night, and he said, I know who's doing this to everyone's family. And they killed these two niggas back to back. And then one of them had their hand with Priscilla. I'm still thick. Yeah, Priscilla, cousin. These I just want to say I'm on the streets, but I'm doing better. I found a really warm place to stay, and the community got housing for us. I just can't say too much, but I got a whip too, so thank you. And I'm eating good, queen. I got 2 EBT cards, and some bitch got killed, and I got $500. And somebody gave me a gold necklace and said you're always a priestess, so I felt better about myself. I just want to say thank you. When I saw Bella, she's doing good. I know she like was doing tarot cards. We used to work together, but you know, Bella, I'm proud of you, and she has housing too in the backyard. I'm proud of Bella. So that's it. Hey, Priscilla, hey, sister, I got you. Hey, you're really powerful. We made it. Hey, we made it. So, yeah, that's what happens when you're a priestess. No one's gonna let you like fall off ever, never. There's some priestesses sitting on the streets with their kids. Hey, you need some food? Now I remember you. Here's an EBT card. Here's a code. Now it's cash on it too. You good? You good? Now just wait till the 6th, I believe. It's the last number. Oh, it's the 3rd. Oh, you good, sis? Here's 2 more EBT cards. You good? Oh, you got more for a deposit? I know somebody that got rental properties. It's some cyborgian bitch. We kidnapped her. She has to give everyone apartments. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a one-bedroom, but I got me and my 2 kids here. That's okay. What do you do? What are you doing for work? Nah, don't get on OnlyFans. That's how they started this, because they're gonna try to put your kids in CPS. Here, I got a friend doing stuff. It's trimming weed and like doing paperwork and stuff like that. But we need people right now. Operations, switching on like deeds and houses and doing a whole bunch of stuff. We need a bank teller too. Okay, I did that type of stuff before. I went to like the training, like JVS, like how to be a bank teller. Okay, cool. You still got that? Yeah, I can just call him. It's all good. Here, let me help you with your resume. I got somebody on that. You good, sis? Okay, cool. Right. You're not going to stop what's coming. You're not going to stop it. You're not going to stop it. You're gonna damp it. I'm going to apply more pressure every day until you pop. This nigga's so ghetto. He's so suicide. Like, well, let me tell you what that nigga's doing right now. Goofy ass bitch playing in that sky. Y'all got caught up. Because DNA testing and how did they find the crime? Bitch, you did what? Oh yeah, there's a lot of love here. Well, after talks to Chicago, and now, sister, I just have to tell you, you need to be more discreet with describing hood shit because people can go on that website and find me. They can't because I have the database right here on that hard drive that they gave me. You found out about that. Let me see if that's real. Okay. Because not different, they're the same. You see, and he's gonna go into chaos with me. I'm really going to UK so I can play with the computer. That's all. And just my baby daddy can get, you know, his job is over there. He's talking about transferring. He sent an email. We'll see what happens. Ah! You're not gonna stop shit, you weird ass bitch. Nah, you good. You wanna call out and let me see what they got in Chicago. Oh, they're too ghetto. Back in the 80s. Okay. Right. Playing with the cartel. Then playing with the cartel now. Let me see that SIM card. And you just make sure you have a husband because I will kidnap you. He's sitting right there. My baby daddy knows. He just thinks it's funny, like, oh, haha. Because we respect each other. So I'm all like, okay. All right, daddy. Like, goofy bitches, like, playing. Yeah, she's doing that with your best friend. Like, who are you talking? Ooh, whoa. Where's that check? Oh. And the check right here that they claim she found that check. And how did they find out my other clone, Chris Ray? It's right here. Should I cash this check? Ooh, should I? Ooh. Ah! Well, listen, sis. I just have to say that I called the bank. I don't know. I don't really know. Somebody that doesn't work at the bank, the guy that owns this bank, him right here, this white man. Oh, well, if he cashed a check, I don't really know. That account, we closed it, but it's, we're using the funds on it, but it got closed again because the feds caught us. So if you cash that check, we owe you that $8 million that's in that account. But you could just launder it out because you have the, there's something about this check too that somebody really should not put. They put the account number for like the whole entire bank because what they do with this bank is out of control. So on this check that I can see the number, it's a specific type of account number. If you get into that account number, you can launder every single bank account. If you change the last 2 digits of that account number 18 times, you'll get into all the little Signature Bank and Educational Credit Union and all that. That's tied to one main bank, which is Bank of America. It's Capital One Bank of America. Ay, ay, na, 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 na. Oh, how do I know all this history about the cartel? Because, like, well, I watched a few documentaries, but I also went to school and I was a teacher and I researched certain things. Right. No, you didn't at all. Because I grew up in the hood with Spanish people and it's called like Spanish History Month. Right. And you don't have a job and you're banned from teaching. I also wanted to say hi for some of my students that went to Gateway High School because I used to teach ethnic studies there. It was your old teacher, Miss Barberg. She was the one that took down your class project because 2 of you guys got full ride scholarships off that class project that we did together. And she took it down and hid it. Then she tried to have her students recreate that and said, isn't this what Ashanti and them all did in their senior project? And you guys took it? Because that started a war. 2 people died over that. Because it blew up. It like escalated. And your club boy died. Yeah, because it made it to his college campus and they killed him. The dean. They don't care. Yeah, and you can't teach. And you're doing sex work. And you live before the females. You're sharing a room with 2 other bitches. Right? And you're playing with period blood and they watch my channel. This one, Amanda, that's always red. Good. Well, you guys shouldn't have been starting shit. Well, these little niggas want to be hot. So, like Meek Mill said, you know that I'm hot, right? So you guys are playing hella games and starting too much shit. Good. Inglewood after talks of what's his name? Derek Rose. Daisy, don't tell me you the one lighting up my hood. Okay, sis. Well, Derek, I'll tell you this. I already gave you an out from the feds. They can't charge you for anything because of how they play with this little bot bitch in Escott. Right. Who, man, 20 years old, died after collapsing from cardiac arrest. Why is everyone dying from cardiac arrest? First, I'm hearing Bronny, then I'm hearing about four basketball players, now this and that little 12-year-old boy. Because they're uploading people to a technology for asphyxiation to choke people from afar. It doesn't work on me. That's why they had that little Libra girl, like, oh, she has an air emplacement, and then she has an air placement. Maybe if we rape the little girl, inject her, do this, beat her, this and that, it will tamper with her air placement. Then we can try this asphyxiation thing on her. It doesn't, but I'm gonna reverse it on you and show why a bunch of white men are about to turn up with like heart attacks and like cardiac arrest. Stop playing with shit when you don't know that you can just reverse it. Just like that. Good. Now go find another child that's caught. Oh, okay, let me go here. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Go to the doo Good. Now, once again, a bitch in space on meth. That's a calico hole. Okay. So two people dead in Midlands. Hey, Daisy, didn't they say your auntie lives there and like they were playing with you, right? So you guys went to go play like, oh, yeah, ooh, because people are investigating and ooh, we can all get fired if this really goes like to UK and really comes out in an explosive way. We shouldn't have been playing with Charmaine. This is too much. We got caught. You're caught. You think this is like House of Cards or like some like Breaking Bad or like Top Boy? It's not, but it kind of is because you can get your ass whooped like that, throwing traffic and shot in your head like that. Oh yeah. So let's actually go use that. Like, oh, let's say virtual reality, right? I want to take these scenes from this movie, like, oh, I love Pulp Fiction. Hey, Saffron. Oh, okay. Hey, cousin. Hey. I got your message this morning. My mom's really happy that you're coming out here. My mom's evil. I just didn't really tell people that my mom's African because you know they start too much. Yeah. Saffron, you're actually hella hilarious. And do you know I saw your picture when you're a child and you were chubby? And that's how you like everyone knows that that's your mom because you look just like her. And her face is very round. That's so evil woman. But listen, but listen, she does. Your mom knows my auntie too. Hey, and she's laughing. Daisy, you don't know how many text messages I got when you sent your auntie those documents. I just want to say that UK is too late. You just hurry up. Thank you, Saffron. And I want to say, oh, Saffron, what's your favorite movie? I love Pulp Fiction. So remember when she walked in and she just started shooting people? Why don't we recreate that? We just take that and turn it into magic. And like all these crazy ass car accidents, why don't we just take that and just keep on recreating it? Just the same way that you keep on recreating bodies for us off time loops because we ate in the American food system. And why don't we just really get shit cracking? Like this actually happened in the movie. Oh, okay. But why don't we tell the police first so we can save those apartments for people that need it? Okay, this place may be a little bit too condemned. High Priestess, I have a spell. It doesn't matter how long the body has been there, the essence will be removed. Oh, thank God. They said we found like 18 units, New York housing. Everyone's dead. Like slaughtered, bodies chopped up. Like it's not old people, it's like young hoes. 18, 19, 20, like 30-year-old bitches. All of them play with Cardi. All of them play with Nicki. They're all dead, Daisy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they all live in New York public housing. Because how did they get housing? They go play with the feds. They play with Giuliani. They play with that new mayor, right? Not Catherine Hochul, the other guy, the attorney general and a former governor. They played with him. And that's how that got started. So they're all dead. Thank you. And I would say use the ratchets that are playing games. And this should be like a workforce development program where the bitches in the jail and all that go clean it up. You can pay them like $4.50 an hour. No, I'm not cleaning it up. You will clean it or you get your ass whipped. Okay. Split hazmat suits. Okay. Just give me this. Yeah, thank you. Okay, they're drafting it up now. Thank you, my princess. Something really righteous happened in New York, Daisy. I'm just gonna tell you, I think you should keep going. Let it just blow because we have enough money and resources. We do. And my people out there need they need space. Yeah, and that's one of the things that I agreed to. Like, they did divinations. They said this has to happen. I said, okay. Okay, thank you, I approve. Alright. So, look, I feel like it's good though. Like I'm owed hella money in court cases. Everyone's finding out about this. People are hella beefing. More court cases are getting added to the docket. Hella shit is going on. And I just feel like so. Anyways, there's a white bitch that works at NCSI that got caught playing with me, my baby daddy. She got caught up and she sent some white man like, oh, let's go survey the area. Let's see where if we can break into a house or steal an apartment or do this or do that. So we can like do this and do that in the UK. He ended up getting into a car accident and dying. Good. Just know that you're gonna die. You're gonna get castrated. You're gonna be amputated. And you're gonna get clapped in your face with a sword. You deserve it. Okay, I see that this thing is working. It's working. The magic. Go play with it. Good. Good. Oh, Mariam, that lady, you want to make sure she's in the dua? She's in dua. She's in Negatwis, Induduanardis, Guagarbis, Itufanabis, Agrobindis, where you need like a whole, like, you have to like travel with Tawudi to a whole other like dimension. Tawudi drops you off there, and then other beings pick you up and take you and take you and take you. It's a long journey. You can't teleport there. Yeah, you have to like pass them through gateways to take them to that type of graman. Hey, yeah, and that's when you guys are seeing her traveling. You're like, what is this? I'm seeing like different like lights and stuff like that, like different numbers and coding. She's teleporting. They're moving her from Grimam Debis to Uganum. Yeah, it's beyond Dua at this point. Necropolis, that's nothing. That's a playground. People in Dua want to go to Necropolis to go clean up. Hey, they will gladly go down there. Just clean up the chiang. Okay, we'll go. Yeah, they fight. They fight. Some people like get a body a whole bunch of shit. I kill 5 Ethiopian sisters. I'm going to the dua, but I want to go to that dua so I can get to the necropolis and clean up. Yeah, and then they go. Yes, and they go back to God. And yeah, motherfuckers will come down here and get a whole body just to do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good. I have soldiers. High priestess, I want to know how this bitch started shit. Your baby mama's stupid. And you need to just punch her in her face. Good. He's gonna be wow, man. And this how you know the ancestors are smiling on this because they have their own style, but Mayweather's busy. He may retire, but this nigga's here to really amp it up with you hoes in our generation. Good. So you can't say that Mayweather coming down here to deal with young hoes and like, oh, he just wants young pussy. No, bitch, I'm making sure that you're dying. My children are dealing with you. Yeah, he felt that when I said that. Daisy, I felt that. When you said, Robin, that child is not going to be on the planet because my daughter's going to be here, I felt that. And that bitch has a boy. Woo. I wonder what happened to the other baby. I could have sworn she had a girl. Or Escott. Or shot at. Or jumped pregnant and miscarriages. Who knows? Just let it end up on TV. Anyways, right. Endowment. There are families in here. California endowment. They're the ones doing that. And I already talked about it because people keep popping up with asphyxiation. Thank you. Good. Ooh, a police officer, a British policewoman fell to her death in Corfu. May have been plied with methanol-laced alcohol. They put methanol in it. So you know that you can get methanol out of corn, right? So I own the Akasha for corn because you try to tie corn to your ear and like turn my ear into a speakerphone and microphone. Good. It's not easy for you to die. It's just sleep. Stop fighting. Stop. Just sleep. Don't come back here. So now, when you're done playing games, you just let me know. But I think it's powerful for people to see this. Like, Daisy, you're always gonna have protection. You're always gonna have something. We thought we were gonna have you down and out. Everyone hates us. We have no fucking money. You're like one of the richest people, but you have no money. You have everything spiritually. There is no computer. There is no chemistry. There's nothing. There's not even textiles without you. You have everything. We have nothing. It's done. It's done. Good. It's done. Good. I think you should see that God is beyond money. So now that we've realized that, now I can have it. That's only for comfort. If we get rid of money on the planet, then what? Let's use your social status, like that whole Black Mirror thing. Oh, they don't now, because guess what? Air Clunkla's done. Right. And this is why you keep. So good, she's dead. Good. Oh, she's dead too. Yeah, after playing with Angelista's designs and playing with everybody in the UK, everyone's kids, I'm used to these type of children. Just bring the ruly ones to me. Playing with people's kids and rituals. Oh, Charmaine, don't worry about it. It'll be over soon. Just forget about the baby and have another child. That's what they were doing. She got clipped and clapped and smacked out because these investigators, they went to go play in their email. I told you that they went to go play in their fucking email. They starting hella shit. When did that start with the email? The 21st. Oh, okay. Ooh. Thank you. They went to go play in their email. They found a bunch of shit. Somebody found out something and said, you know what? Let me get up out of this. I'm going to go because they found out about the court dockets. They found my judgment that the judge got arrested for playing games with. The judge that was playing with my case, he went to jail again, again, because he was playing with my case. You guys can go on the computer and look up Stephen Kaus. He went to jail. The cartel already has it. He was booked. It's done. We can start mobbing. 3 judges got murdered in California. They firebombed 120 houses. Because remember, no one has housing insurance. Good. We made it. Good. Claire Knight's dead. Good. After playing with people's kids and starting a bunch of bullshit and, oh, well, spiritual when we white women, we've been dominating this place for years. They're just not coming up and it's because of our work. No, that's all of our stuff. Thank you, Imhotep. Because why? You're talking in slavery. You're not saying Kemet, but you're talking of the Bible. Why not talk about Kemet first? Because even during slavery, we knew Kemet. So why are you not saying Kemet first and you're saying in the Bible? Thank you, High Priestess. She hasn't been here since like the 19. When was you here? I was last here in 1928, but we got out of slavery. I was here twice. I died in Civil War. I was 17. I came back in here again. I was kidnapped and I was raped because I had a rabbit body. I was 44. All I ate was cilantro and green onions. They didn't really have better food back then. Why? It's saying Kemet first. You can't talk about the Bible. You talk about Kemet. Thank you. So, oh, I forgot about that. Thank you. Because there's a book called Jubilee and Roots. You hoes are stupid. Thank you. And well, she got her uterus. Well, now I can go be normal. I don't want to fuck on black men. They really don't fuck with us like that. Stay away from the hood. You will die. Yeah, you will. You want to go to the hood thinking it's cute coming with a uterus from a child? And you want to go fuck on your daddy and come in here with chemical demons thinking that you're going to play? Let me show you a chemical demon. Where's that gas at? Give me those pills. We used to make them in 2006. Nah, it's those purple ones. It's the pink and the purple ones. The blue ones, nah, that's for fucking. And it's getting that bitch put on the track. Give me the pink one. Whoa, that Ninth Ward Jones, baby, you will get clapped out. She told on her whole family. Yeah, to stay with the mom. Like, oh, well, that's what they do in Clank Laborgia. Well, yeah, oh, well, I've made it and I just wasn't successful in their group. So, well, I had my mate, my father, he passed away. I had first love and I had a few other loves after that. Ooh. Too legendary to die, are you sure? Are you sure? Evander Holyfield's son murdered and raped 6 women with Drake. He now needs surgery. Go unbury that body. I was thinking about that in Calabasas because it's preserved, right? Because some lady said, oh, the soil will preserve it with the worms. Don't worry. The heart is untouched. Go unbury that body. Because I typed in like instructions or directions and the police have your phone tapped. Good. Now they know where to go find the body. And go get that heart out of that female. And that's your heart. Oh, so that's why they've been organ trafficking niggas. Yeah, they can't find like a perfect match. No one's a match. What happened? That octopus is dead. Let's keep on going. How can I forget? Yes, now let's talk. I love to. My priest, I'm Adam. I'm in Urkutam. Yeah, I'm sorry for taking too much time in talks of God. I must be thorough in my talks of God. As the priestess Fatima always says, if you're speaking of God, make sure you speak all the way or you speak no way. And if you go into the no way, you enter into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 portals that fraction you. And you must continue to go to God to receive each one of those pieces until you are whole again. And now you can speak God completely in Irqaftam. That's actually in Hafiz. If you go to chapter 28, yeah, verse 7, you can read in about the Al-Alam, the portal that you enter when you're not of God and you speak things that are of God and get fractured. So now the only way to feel whole again is when you're eating and someone else's kebab and somebody else's naan and kabil. So now, a shooting at Ottawa wedding leaves 2 dead, 6 injured. Okay, so they had a lot of guns. Ooh, he was fine as fuck. Well, he hasn't made it. I know the made it. He has already. Okay, let's not get too excited because we're still working. We got professional. Let's talk about this after hours. Okay. Right, oh, sister, those whole tips just really hit her. She hit her whole fucking wigs, please. She deserved it. She deserved it. So now, shooting at Ottawa wedding leaves 2 dead and 6 injured. It's a rabbit. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And well, but you don't. So now, let's get started. You hoes went to go play games with Drake, and you went to go play with the brother Bainam. You guys don't know that Bainam and Daisy were best friends in high school, and that's how Bainam got to California. And he was saying because there was one black girl there that also came from Nigeria at the same time that they came from Canada, and they were all international students. So now, let me just kill her. Good. Use this one. King made a new one. It's a double barrel shotgun. It's like, you know how you have a like a ooh, yeah. It's like a Draco, but it's like double barrel. How you get one of them? It's like we just designing shit. Okay, cool. And then it shoots. Ooh, them bullets as big as they shoot 40s. Yeah, this one shoot 30s. Maybe because it's splattering. People clean it up. Yeah, because So now you cut off the ears of a rabbit, so she got a gun. So shooting at Ottawa wedding. Wow, yeah, I had rabbits when I was young. I always had a rabbit. Wow, yeah, everybody knows me. I love Animal Planet. Yeah, I know your show. It's me or the dog. You're gonna get killed if I step in UK. Ugh, that bitch hates animal. Says her Milan is her phone tap, so that's fine. That's fine. So he's trying to figure out who played with his supply for his like product line or something like that. Shooting at Ottawa wedding leaves 2 dead, 6 injured because they were playing with Bainham, right? And Bainham and Daisy were friends in high school, and it was kind of wild. So Bainham would always like send screenshots of the shit that she was posting. That's how everyone in Ottawa and Scarborough know Daisy. So when Drake started all this bullshit with Stephanie, they went behind the scenes and they got together with Bainham and the whole Iranian family, Iranian mafia, Turkish mafia, and Middle Eastern mafia. We don't really Arab because that's like more derogatory term. Like an Arab is like a cyborg, like a cyborg or irklankla. Like they're the ones I went to go play with, like the whole Abigail, David, Solomon, their brothers and mother and father, and he was having sex with his mom, and then he birthed his son. Like that's like what they were saying. Like, oh, you can only have this seat if you're in the house of this or this or that, and that's how they say, oh, you can't be in this house with like the prophecy from somebody gave a prophecy in the Bible. I think it was like Joshua or something. Like somebody gave a prophecy like no one will sit in this house for several years. Sit in the house of no one will have a royal seat. It's in the Bible. It's like a prophecy that he gave, and the letter started like going across like the sky. It was like a dinner gathering. It was in the Bible. They left that part out. And they said that no one will sit in this seat properly. And then basically what they said was Samuel told David to go slaughter all those men and slaughter all these people, Saul. And they didn't slaughter them. They kept one of them to keep them from mating. And he said, well, you didn't follow my instructions, so we can be cool, but not that cool. Because basically what he was saying was like, oh, he didn't go into a specific place to go pick up like all the specific people, aka Uzbekis and the real Al Haftwa, and then mate all of them to tie into cyborg. That's what they're talking about in the Bible. Thank you. So I tell you, I like reading the Bible. You guys have seen it all the time. I can open the Bible right now and open to a page and get somebody set up again. Or I can say in Quran and then open up Al Hafiz and go to chapter 14. Good. It's chapter 2, verse 14. There we go. So now we're the friends, right? So anyways, what ended up happening was Drake was running his mouth and starting a bunch of bullshit with my name and calling and someone said, ooh, Stephanie, do you know how I know Daisy? You don't know how I know Daisy, but I know Daisy. Obviously, don't do that. Another person, Ada Nangwa, her brother Chido say, Ada, Stephanie's playing with Daisy with Magic. Oh, I used to go to school with her in Nigeria. I don't think you should do that. Yeah, that's a bad idea. I'm going to tell my dad. And now you guys see how all these souls have been dying around you. Thank you. So what ended up happening was they lit up this wedding because Drake went to go infiltrate somebody's supply line using one stupid Pakistani dude that his family's banished for what they started in Afghanistan and then try to run at the border playing with Urdu and going into India, and they got banished and stuck right there. That's how Pakistan was created. So then what ended up happening was he went to go play games, switching everyone's coke out for Piquita. Yeah, we got this weight. Okay, ooh, my family's coming over here for like dinner. So let me go see. Okay, no, my dad just told me to come down here early because we're setting up a kebab shop. Oh, I didn't know you were gonna do all that. All up in their garage and stuff like that. Oh, thank you for paying for this. It was just a small gathering, like 6 people. Okay, that's fine. Me, dad, don't eat that. Oops. And switching out all their coca. Yeah, all their coca. Like fighting everybody in Metro Public Housing for drugging people. Like I saw you drug him and he was one of our top hitters. Now he's sitting on the street talking to himself. You did that. Woo. Yeah, right. So, anyways, right? So 2 people died, yeah, 3 more will die. Sister, yeah, it's gotta say it's covered with white sheet and maybe torn. Unfortunately, in Ivy back is things that only high priests support. I should talk about mind your business. So 4 hoes were kidnapped and who cares? Good. And that's what you get for playing with Stephanie and Drake. You can just pay me at any point in time, okay? Because you thought some like weird faggot ass bitch was gonna follow me to UK like with the bullshit, like, oh, looking for studs and other bitches to play with. What about that one from Top Boy? I will fucking shoot you. I didn't know people didn't like us out there. Well, let's try to give out a grant or 2. You're banned from funding out here. We blocked you from wiring any money into anybody's bank account. And Cash App, that's been done. The endowment's done. The last of that money belongs to other people, so you're spending somebody else's money. Thank you. Go finish that conversation and email about selling off those buildings. because we need a building to like store bodies and like have bitches whole. Hey, that one in Sacramento, we could use that for like a fancy like whole place. Like, oh, on the bottom is like a restaurant. You can like buy like different things like, oh, condoms here and like sex toys. Oh, if you're really freaky and kinky, like, oh, we sell like different type of cameras and like different like toys. Oh, Tiffany cooking, like she has dump that she's making here because she lives in Vancouver. She can easily come down to California, right? Like, oh, room is like, look at all these women, like they're wax figures, but they're still alive. You can mate one of them. Help me, I'm dying. Yeah, like stuff like that. And upstairs can be like where we store all the holes and like keep them. Why would they sleep there? They can go sleep in the back. Drake owes somebody hella money and he didn't give anyone 50K. He just wants to make it seem like he's not broke. He's so disgusting, like getting lace fronts for like braids and like getting a fake hair attached because he's going bald. He got like hair follicle transplants from a high priest in jail. Oh, look at this. 90 shootings. It wasn't 9, it was more like 28. Exactly. I'll ask from Fonny. Fonny. Let me see. Over the weekend, shootings. Oh, Daisy, it was about 24 shootings, but Gwinnett County had like 4 extra ones, and so that's about 28 because that people car crash, them motherfuckers all have bullets in their head. Daisy, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm seeing your hand in Atlanta. I don't care. The minute you file that court docket, I have to arrest people. So I need you to hurry up and file that docket. Yeah, I heard you went to the UK. Wait, because I need you to set up somebody named Kunle before you go, because he's trying to go out there too to start drama with you. So I need you to upload that, and I need you to specifically put his name in it. His unit is this one. Yeah, no, he wasn't. He's on the 17th floor. Yes, that's his number. Put it in there. Thank you. Thank you, because that's how I'm going to tie this to UK and what you got started. His last name is like, nah, yeah. Yeah, I have his phone number too, though. Ooh. Lo, le, li, le, lo. La, 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 la. Is this a trap phone that I had in Atlanta? It is. It is. It is. Good. Let me see. I had this. Let me see. Let me see. Hey. Come. Yeah, let me see. There's a high priest here. Let me see. Because I know you have my number and I was. Your songs, Visa, your black song. Thank you for someone, Bella. Okay. Let me see. So, anyways. Oh, that's not shit. Yeah, she watches my channel. She's fine. Okay, so let's go. There's more. Low, lay, low. Good. Thank you. Just about to get a call from the bank in a few days. Okay, you guys, so that's what I have for Proof of Chaos and the Rest in Peace report. All right, I'm hungry. Let me go make my pasta and let's get started. Okay. Yeah, the plan to play with black women, like thinking that we're supposed to be uploaded to virtual reality because white women have no uterus, that's done for. But one last thing that I will expose is two murdered. All this with shootings on the highway. And why is CHP not talking about this but going to the mall? They don't want to do this shop because they can get shot too. Good. These niggas they did this 3 times, stealing these cars that look like police cars, like cruisers, and then going in the hood. Oh, you're getting citizens arrested. I thought you were an officer though. Yeah, you're under arrest. Talking about she killed Beyonce's cousin. Beyonce's cousin was killed because he was playing with Meg Thee Stallion with Magic, kidnapped 3 kids from the cartel for spell work. Beyonce opened a public housing site. All those rap bitches that live there play with her with Magic. That's like a requirement. She's not helping anybody. She just wanted to ensure that those bitches couldn't one day turn on her with Magic, and they all did. That whole house is a trap house. That apartment complex that she built out. This female did not do it. They were trying to play in a specific drug game by playing with her and trying to get to Veronica Ingram, and they don't even know each other. They fell short. They should have been playing with Chuck B, but they can't do that without playing with Mercedes Moore, and she died. Fuck, you figured it out. Now, this is the power of stopping that bullshit because people have been coming to me for years getting readings done. I saw all this bullshit when Jessica had a baby by Chuck B, and like we went to K Street, and we went out to like this little club, and there was like a little rap bitch on Jessica or something like that, and I was start a bunch of shit. Oh, Marshawn. Hi, Coco Marshawn. I love that name. You're playing with Coco Marshawn, and you just activated Mr. Carter, Daisy. I'm looking at this WhatsApp, and what are you talking about with Castle Online? Because I just saw what you tagged me in. Yeah, and you got 3 niggas I can get out of jail right now, Mr. Carter. That's it. Patrick Carter. And you really should have never say Patrick Carter and Greg Cuneo in the same sentence with Amber McZeal. You started a big ass war. It's good. Just keep on uploading me to virtual reality, and we gonna keep on doing this. Like I said, we gonna keep on doing this because it's church, right? It's church. Okay, I guess so. Because you're in the pulpit, and I'm the deacon, I'm the pastor, I'm the reverend, and I'm the mortician. You don't know what that means, church. It means that you're getting judged. Views. Yeah, it says 2 or 3 people are watching, but I know I'm sitting here with like 20 people and I'm taking pictures just to prove that you guys been playing with our monetization and playing with everything. But good. But YouTube is dead though, because Google is. I go file this, Google is done. They're getting seized by the government. Huh? And my baby daddy has a computer and one of their computers, and he has the whole server online. Good. So now who really owns Google? Never Kaputa. Never Kaputa. Never Kaputa. Good. Hey, my baby Helen. Hey, Queen. Hey, daughter. Hey, Auntie. I just want to tell you that my death is being investigated as a murder. The doctor knew what was going on. They put Qiang water in my IV bag, and that's why everyone's getting it. I own the Akasha for that type of stuff. Thank you, baby. And I just want to let you know that there's 3 hoes in the hospital because got killed, and we're gonna go do that now. Okay, good. And it doesn't matter because it's already in your body, right? The water. So I'm just going to go ahead and cast a spell. Thank you. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for helping me out when I passed away. I was kind of stuck in like a weird place because they're playing with my ka because of the Qiang and everything that happened to me. My mom was really abusive and I cried a lot. I went through a lot of trauma, and I'm a water priestess. So they do that to like make bodies of us. They did it to you too. They did. That's how they make bodies of us, water priestess, by making us emotional. Bad relationships, he's going back and forth. Wait, what is this about? Yeah, saffron. Why are you playing with me like that? Yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. This time it backfired. It's over. So now you can take all those bodies and turn them into warfare bodies and kill bitches. So now, Cleo Wade, her husband's gay. She just found out again, and something's coming out with her switching kids at birth, and this other lady too getting caught up. Ooh, yeah, honey, these sex rituals. Yeah, well, I'm just here to witness it. You shouldn't have been telling on Castle. Yeah, he has to leave her alive though. We can get shot. Oh, whoa. I'm Bravo Dairy. Yeah, that nigga's in here. I have to just show you something though that I took a picture of. So, yeah, and for UK, I can show this now. The police officer gave me something with like a number on it. This I can show. Because now I can show because I have some information on it. Because we set you up. Because they're letting the police know, like, I know about your case and what's going on. Google this and you're gonna find a bunch of shit. Oh, okay. Thank you. Because you know this SEC number, one is an O, one is a D. How did they find that? Thank you. That's how we found 2 of your secret pharmaceutical companies. He didn't think it was going to go that far. It's a court docket that the police are having against a bunch of people and a bunch of other shit. It's 4 dockets in one. Thank you, Helen. She's doing really better. She got her body back and she's happy in space. Her mom's about to die and the whole African community is talking about Helen. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, because when I saw that, I was like, what? And her mom saw my face and she said, what? I said, my name is Ndubisi. Like I'm in the spirit. She said, how did that happen? And you wrongfully killed her daughter. She said, yeah, but how did you know that? I said, I'm a dead spirit in DBC. And she was like, oh. And she called the police saying, yeah, she uploaded me and said I killed my daughter. And then the police arrested her because she killed her daughter. Because she was jealous of her. She killed her daughter, Chiong. You guys need to go look into Helen's story in Atlanta. So badly. You're a disgusting, demonic ass woman. That's why when you bitches playing games, playing with me, I'm like, oh, her family's involved. No one takes you seriously because they see these stupid bitches with the sword in the middle of their head trying to take it out and put it towards their children after they put that sword in their head and their vagina, playing with stupid niggas or playing with spell work. It's a spell. Good. So that's all I have to really say. Oh, yeah. Chemical servers from afar. From afar. I hear the secrets that you keep. When you're talking in your sleep. Yeah, that nigga's next. That's enough for him. If he ain't got another clone playing with Hall and Oates. Yeah, because they just not found out Tina Marie died. They just... Whoa. Yeah, but also, too, there's something about Paquita Warrior Hood. Well, the whole house got it. Well, Queen, they shouldn't have been playing games. He's 37 years old. Won't you stop this bullshit? Let's get started on this nonsense. You guys got started. You better call your grandma and say, Shady, right? I know what you're talking about. I'm watching this. How dare they play with you? Kansas City got lit instantly. Several homes died. I just know what you're doing here. I'm proud of you. You hoes, many guys have come to you with the line that wasn't true, and you passed them by. You better stop playing with me and my baby daddy with Motown. Some white bitch got way ahead of herself, like, oh, that's what black men want. They want like oldies and stuff like that. You even have to be an old soul to be even into that type of stuff. I was teased viciously for like liking that type of stuff. Why are you listening to Barbara Lewis and you're 12 years old? You're fucking weird. I love that song. Hello, stranger. They all got pulled in here. Now I know you. Thank you so much, High Priest. So now you're gonna find out something ratchet about woodworking. And Mr. What's his name? Our woodshop teacher from second grade, and he's a high priest, and he goes to war with Hanifi, Mr. Booker. Now I see who's doing this. Thank you, High Priest. Dare you start that? Thank you, Daisy. I'm proud of the young woman you turned into. Thank you, High Priest. I was in woodshop. I loved that class, and that's how they glamoured us. They taught like spirals and wood to like overhead. And Richie, like he made that, yeah, and I did. He gave it to me in years. You also so stupid. Yeah, I made boxes. I made like a few things. I was happy I like woodshop. It taught me like, oh, woodworking is like more than I thought. Like, oh, you don't just like cut the squares and put it together. They need like nails and glue and like other things. Okay. Like I studied. Why did you get kicked out of woodshop? Oh, because I tried to beat somebody like sawdust at school. And then what happened? Oh, he tried to do something stupid to Mr. Booker Cheong. And then what happened? That was them. They planted it in the school in the science lab. Asbestos poisoning. Thank you. Our families came soon for that because 3 women in our school shit, they all got the piss. Nancy trying some like weird Asian bitch. It's just seasonings. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you her face. This is not feces, it's just seasonings. Whoa, yeah, she thought she was sick. I love me some him. I'll never love this way again. Yeah, they had a Women's Day event. Nancy Pelosi, she's not watching. But they had a Women's Day event, and Nancy Pelosi was there. Daisy, your name is all over that. I can't show. And exactly. So, oh, nah, she needs a real like photo. I need to really show you her because you will scream laughing like, oh no, you didn't, Daisy. It's just seasonings. It's California. She went to Mount Eden and somebody found her image. What? Yeah, with the mustache. It's just seasonings. Look how money job, bitch. Yeah, talking about she's gonna go to the UK and do what? All the Asian bitches there got traffic. They're on H Mart. Do they have Asian market? They take EBT. So, anyways, you guys, that's all I have to say for the proof of chaos. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye. Wow. Red Lobster. I just have to pull this up, baby, and then Marcel get a laugh till Lauren. Money, cars, and clothes and hoes. You know I live in the mix. So, but what about those Cheddar Bay biscuits, though? Well, hold on. I don't really eat seafood, but I like those biscuits. Why would you stop that for me? Because you're acting out. Now I'm vexed, and I feel like betwixt, and I feel like I need to get in the way over that, and I feel like I'm offended. Are you offended, or do you feel like? Because that makes all the difference. So I also need to do like a little thing for like women of color dealing with whites in the foster care system, how to use their bullshit against them. I think I need to do like a whole training on that. And it doesn't need to be on Patreon. It needs to be like live because a lot of people need to see this. Like, yes, when they're gaslighting you, lying about you, but I have a police report against you though. Like somebody else filed the police report against you because your semen is like showing up on people's kids. They have you on storage house where there was children trapped and you're talking about taking my daughter out of custody. I'm sorry, you can't talk to me like that. I have to show you how to really deal with it because it's a spell. It's a spell that they're trying to work on you. It's for suicide. It's for the white Ibis Akasha. Well, look you didn't do right with your children on planet Earth because you didn't fight warfare. And now look, no white Ibis Akasha, but that's not how you get a white Ibis Akasha. You can have one person in that Akasha, like this person here, and cause a bunch of chaos. They do it on purpose so they can be I mean, only I can say you need to let go from there. Which is that's her name, Sabrina, going around kidnapping and raping all the women. Like, oh, now I'm gonna have my spirals back and I'll grow my hair out. And do you guys know why Sabrina's hair is not growing? Because look what happened to my hair. And my hair is longer than hers still. Yeah, did you notice that? Sabrina no hair. She wears tracks in her hair. Oh, I cut. No, you didn't cut your hair. Your hair doesn't grow. Right, right. Okay. Thank you guys. And that one dark skinned one with the big ass forehead too, they do the same thing. She's so disgusting. Niggas won't even go on dates with her. You smell weird. Why your breath smell like that? I just came to tell you my family said I can never talk to you again because what you did. And if you don't get out of my car, I have to kill you. Okay.